Have you ever struggled with, or are you struggling with anxiety or bone density issues or low immune system, or you got COVID and you never really recovered from that, or you just seem to get sick and catch everything around from everybody you're exposed to? Do you know there may be one little thing that your body really wants that you're not getting in a form that your body can use? And what if it could be as simple as vitamin D? Doug Grant, who is a formulator for OHS, said one of the things that was the silver lining of COVID was to reveal the vitamin deficiency of people, especially in the United States. What he found in working with testing the blood for vitamin D and many other nutrients, those people who were low in vitamin D got COVID or viruses the worst. They had more hospitalizations. It was a really big deal. In fact, what's been discovered is 77%, that's more than 3 out of 4, are vitamin D deficient. Medical doctors will say a score of 50 is fine. It's not. You want your blood work to show your vitamin D levels at 80 to 100 for optimal benefit of what vitamin D does for us. Because when you get a virus, you all know those pesky little viruses, they eat vitamin D. Well, that's not the only thing that strips us of our vitamin D. When we're under stress, I'm sure that's none of you. What if you're exposed to viruses and you have Crohn's and celiac and all kinds of gut issues and bloating and gurgling down here? That's pulling vitamin D out of the body. If you're overweight absorbs D and keeps it in the fat, and it doesn't get used in all the places where it's needed in the body. Your genetics. You can have a gene that turns off the vitamin D receptor sites that impacts you. You may not know that, but your body certainly does. And if you deal with MTHFR, which many people know about, it's not uncommon to have VDR, which is vitamin D receptor issues. You may not know that. The key is get your vitamin D tested, or just know that really everybody should be on vitamin D. If you've had weight loss surgeries to remove the obesity, which didn't get to the root of the problem, there's going to be low vitamin D. If you're on medications such as laxatives, steroids, cholesterol-lowering meds, that also strips the body of vitamin D. And your age. So vitamin D is incredibly important, certainly post-COVID. Now, not all vitamin Ds are created equal. Most of the Ds on the market have lanolin. It's from sheep. Now, lanolin has some advantages, but not in our body to produce vitamin D. That's not useful. You want your vitamin D, as with most supplements, from a whole food source, because your body recognizes whole food, it knows what to do with it, and it can take advantage of it. I've worked with other vitamin D products and that I recommended because they were affordable and very inexpensive. But after 1 and 2 years, I had people that were dealing with long-haul COVID, and it just wasn't getting better. And I remember one client that just out of desperation, I said, I'm going to give you a bottle of what I think is better that isn't that much more price-wise than what you've been taking, but I know it doesn't have lanolin. I know it's whole food. Let's see what happens. Guess what? Within about a week to 10 days, she said, Cheryl, the anxiety has greatly reduced, the tremors, all my long haul symptoms, they're doing significantly better. So I realize it's really important to look at price, but make sure you're getting results. And nowhere has that become more important to me than with vitamin D. So I'm going to show you 2 that I recommend and why. The first one is longevity. Longevity DK2 from OHS. This is Doug's, I think it's one of his favorite. And what it has is CoQ10, which is excellent for the brain, the heart, many parts of the body. It has D3 and it has K2. K2 helps in the assimilation of D, and K2 is extremely important in building bones. D and K2, along with really good minerals, that happens to be the second product in our Foundation 4, and then your weight-bearing exercise are crucial, crucial, crucial to change bone density scores. So this is my favorite. Well, the other one's really good too. I'll tell you the difference. This is very affordable, and most people will take 2 a day. But if you have low numbers in any vitamin D testing, I recommend doing 1 to 2 months of double the dose, which would be 2 capsules twice a day, until you can get your vitamin D up right around at least 80. Now, another option, because some people want the benefits of vitamin A, which can help with eyes and many other things, and helping with blood clotting, which means some people might not want to do it because of that reason. So this is just vitamin D3, vitamin A, K1, and K2. They all have benefits. The other thing is that DAC are little tiny little pearls, so they're very easy to swallow. So for people who have swallowing issues or for children, this is a really good option. So whether you do longevity or whether you do DAC, you can know there's no lanolin. It's a whole food source. And this I have seen over and over and over, just as Doug said. When Doug said, I have doctors that say, my clients and patients have taken vitamin D. Why is it when they take yours within 2 to 3 weeks, the scores are changing? It's because this works. So I'm going to just say, if you're taking any other D and you don't know that you know that you know what it's made from, it's going to be lanolin. And if you don't personally know the people at the company that sells the products, there's many companies that don't have the integrity to really tell you what's in the product. Without a doubt, these are my 2 favorites for vitamin D. Pick the one that works best for you. This is a little bit less expensive. These are really tiny. So pick the one that works for you and make sure you're getting your vitamin D. Get it tested and make sure you're 80 to 100 and experience the benefits that vitamin D is designed to give you, your health, and your body.